And I was looking on your Twitter feed. You have some pictures of this 300-meter runs up a dirt hill. Is that a regular part of your training, and where is that?
Yeah, that's in Claremont, Florida. There's a 200-meter hill, a 300-meter hill, and a 400-meter hill. It's just what our coach wants to give us that day, how crazy it's going to be. So that's in the fall. That was every Friday we'd have a hill workout. Yeah.
Interesting, and it's when you're ready to train.
Yeah.
Right.
You sound like you got a little stiff. Were you sick during the race?
I was. I got sick the night before prelims, and I felt like I had a fever the day of the final, but I think it actually was a good thing because I just kept low key, kept relaxed, and my mind wasn't going crazy, so I think it mellowed me. So, I mean, either way, I ran fast, so.
When it comes to this event, you've already qualified for the Olympics. Why run Halifax, Moncton, and Toronto? Is that just to stay, in shape?
Yeah, to stay sharp and to be home in front of the home crowd because I know everyone was so supportive, and it just have a chance for everyone to see me before I head out.
Okay, and for the Olympics, your goal, what are you shooting for at the Olympics?
The Olympic final. Yes, definitely.
What's it going to take to make an Olympic final? What would you conjecture would be the kind of time you'd have to run? Or is that way too speculative?
I would definitely a 50-point. Yeah, would probably seal the deal, but you never know because there's been 51s that have made the final, and there's been a 50-point that's gotten medals, so it just depends on the day and the field that you're running against.
You had to work so hard to get there, and now there's a bit of a gap. Do you ramp back up now? Do you try to cool down now? What's sort of the mental process into the game?
Right now it's just stay fit and to stay sharp. It's only a month away, so that's around the corner, and just have to be smart, have as much rest as I can, keep my routine up.
What went through your mind when you saw the clock say, I think it was 51:54, but 51:53 was the official? What went through your mind? Was it delight or satisfaction, or something must have gone through your mind?
Yeah, I was just saying what over and over, like, really? Because it was just so surreal for it to happen at the last chance, and it was just an overwhelming experience, overwhelming feeling. I was just, speechless and happy.
I asked your coach this. There was no wiggle room there, was there? I mean, it was the A or nothing. There was no... So, and you knew that at the start?
Yes, it was me run A or I go home. So it was do or die, and for me, I guess pressure has always been good. Like when there's more competition, more people in the stands, I rise up more. But I was having a bit trouble. I have to run 51:55, and I think that's why it took me so long to run standard, because I was putting pressure on myself to having to run instead of going out and just doing what I do.
You talked about just letting it flow.
Yeah.
In that one race, just letting it flow.
Exactly. Yeah. And I did that in the final. Finally, I just said, go out here and run, and if it happens, it happens. If not, then it wasn't meant to be. So it was definitely meant to be.
To run your personal best a month before the Olympics, that must put you in a pretty good frame of mind.
Definitely. I've had two personal bests this year after 5 years of not coming close to my personal best in the 400. So I know that all this training has paid off and what I've been doing, so all I have to do is keep doing it, and I know that I'll continue to get better.
What's the biggest change in training that's helped you the most this year?
Definitely the first year out of school, a lot of athletes have a hard time adjusting, but having my coach Charles Scarrow, and we fundraised money for a therapist, so I had everything I could to succeed well. So the training is definitely different. It's harder, more volume, but definitely paid off.
Super. Thank you.
Did you think at the start of the year that this was going to happen? Do you have confidence that it was going to happen, or do you think it was a dream that was out here away?
No, I definitely had confidence that it was going to happen. And to succeed, the athlete has to believe that it's going to happen.